Sadly enough, the most painful goodbyes are the ones that are left unsaid and never explained. This quote took on a new meaning for a young 12-year-old version of myself. From the earliest point in my life, my dad was always as involved as he could be. Family was a core aspect of our life at home, and it was something that we centered our time around. As these pictures roll across the screen, I can think back and remember these moments in my life. Many of the photos were taken on family trips, whether it was bowling, fishing, or even national baseball meetings. This amazing life I was living was moving along without an obstacle in sight. Then life stopped dead in its tracks. On the way home from a family outing to a concert by a gospel group my dad had always wanted to hear, he suddenly pulled over to the side of the road, about 5 minutes from home. This was the night that my dad passed and my life changed forever. My dad had a life insurance policy that barely covered the expenses of his burial. This created a problem in the house because the main source of income was now gone, forcing my mother to have to get a full-time job instead of being at home to raise me. Not only does my mother work a full-time job, but she also works especially hard at finding mystery shopping and auditing jobs to generate extra income. This event also put a financial bump in my path to college, decreasing the total income of the house. In order to go to college, I had been working at McDonald's part-time and with a local tree cutting service to save up money for college. I am not only working at these places, but also applying for as many scholarships as I can, so that I can hopefully lessen the financial burden on my family. These problems I faced were not just financial, but also emotional, with the effects taking their toll on my mental state for the next 4 years. This year, I have been able to deal with my grief a bit better, and to push hard for my last semester of schooling, currently having a 3.7 GPA for the third quarter, with honors classes as well. These emotional problems also helped to bring my mother and I closer, and to help each other get through the pain. This past Christmas, I was given a present from my mother of a wrapped picture frame. I was not sure what it was, but when I opened it up, I came face to face with an edited picture of my dad onto one of my senior portraits. Ultimately, the death of my dad will still affect me, but it's made me stronger and able to push harder for what I believe in. My father knew the true importance of getting a college degree. He later went back to DePaul University after not being able to go to college right away, and took some night classes in order to get his degree. At the time of his death, he was one class short of obtaining his degree, and was later awarded it posthumously. At the same time, he was running a baseball organization right down the street. Park Forest Baseball was his pride and joy, and he put all his time and effort into it. This was recognized by the community as well, with the mayor naming one of the fields Allen H. Jones Senior Field. The hard work he put in getting his degree and the determination to get it, even though it was very late in his life for it, is inspiring to me. And it's what's going to drive me to get my degree and finish what he started.